Welcome to part 2 of the Death Metal Collection. Tried to keep it mostly in one video, but that was impossible. But this should be all of it in part 2. Might run long. Maybe we'll hit the hour mark. But I just don't want to milk it anymore. Make it longer than it has to be. We got the embalmer on today from Hills, god damn it. I know, same background, I'm running out of tapestries. Anyway, to kick this off, I'm going to show my, for the past 2 years, #1 favorite death metal band. I saw them live with Cannibal Corpse as an opener, or opening act. I mean, they weren't the first band to play. And it blew my socks off. I checked out a few songs prior, and they were really good. Seeing it live just blew my socks off. Just So I'm going to show them first. Also, all my CDs are out of order. I grabbed them in a panic to make this video. Because, I don't know, I just was like, you know what? I'm not going to... I mean, they're going to get shown anyway. They're just not in alphabetical order. So, starting this off, I think you can guess, it wasn't the recent Cannibal Corpse tour, mind you. I said 2 years ago. So that means it could be, well, only one other band. And if I'm sure you figured it out now, and if you haven't, here it is. Immolation. This is Stepping on Angels Before Dawn. This is, I believe, a bootleg, but this, as far as I know, cannot be repressed. Something about licensing issues. It's just why it's a bootleg in the first place. They just... I don't know the full story. I just know that it was only put out once in '96 on CD here. This has all their demos on it. Back when they were called Rigor Mortis, as well as when they changed their name to Immolation. This is just everything, all the demos and other live tracks. As far as I know, I own every single Immolation song they've ever put out on CD. I guess that kind of spoils it, but yeah. This demo, compilation, whatever you want to call it, you know, obviously original. This cost me $120. This is my most expensive CD, but it is the gem of my collection. And yeah, I just, it's worth every penny. It's been selling consistently for about a few years now, for about the 100 range, so I hope it doesn't go past that. I don't think it's worth $200, $300, $400, $500, but I will say it's definitely not worth $10. It's worth more than that. So next up, keeping it going, their debut album, Dawn of Possession. This is a digipack. Most of them will have these. They saved me on a few because the ones that weren't digis were getting really expensive because they just haven't repressed in a while. I would prefer jewel case, but I'll take these digis for now. They were the cheapest option because they're going $40-50 for, like, because this was like a 2020 reissue, so everything like prior to that would be on the jewel cases. But yeah, those were going up in price by a long shot, and it's like, what? I mean, heck, even this was the first one they redid. This one still cost me at least $30. So I don't know what's going on with that. Next up, we have Here and After. Now, this one is a jewel case. This is the Metal Blade reissue, but Metal Blade did reissue a few. That's why they're on jewel. But it was like Metal Blade Europe. So the U.S. store did not have any of these for sale, as far as I know. And it was not available on the U.S. market. I think I got these... At least 2 of these I think I got from Amazon, because Metal Blade listed them on there. But I know a few of these I got from Hell's Headbangers, because, you know, it doesn't matter where it's being sold, they'll just take it in, and then now they can sell in the U.S. market. But yeah, it took me about almost a year to complete this. So, keeping it going, here is Failures for Gods. Now you might wonder, what is your favorite album? That's hard to say. It changes daily, I swear. I really love Majesty and Decay, but I also really enjoy Failures. Here and After is perfection as well. I mean, it's all just, it's so damn good. All the way, it's so good. I I don't even know what to say. I mean, I'm still in disbelief that I have a full collection. Because I love this band so much, and I finally own them all. Here and After. I was wearing the shirt in the last video. Or sorry, Close to a World Below. It's a tough pick. It's a tough pick. I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll narrow it down to one Immolation album, but there's at least 3 of them that are in the #1 spot. So, yeah. Keeping it going. Unholy. This is a really thick one that Listenable did. It's got a bunch of bonus tracks, and that's why I'm pretty sure I have everything. Because it's got a lot. Yeah, there's a whole DVD on it. There's the album on this one, Unholy Cult, and then there's a whole DVD. I have not played that. Maybe I should throw it in the DVR. Do you guys ever watch the DVD CDs? Because sometimes you get a bonus CD and it's a DVD, or it'll be a DVD CD where, you know, it's a normal CD, but if you throw it in a DVD player, then boom, you get the music videos. Supposedly, did any of you guys do that? I've never done that. On all the CDs I have, they're like that. I don't know. I've never done it. So I wonder if you guys did. Oh yeah, more listenable. This is Harrison Ruin. This one's slept on. It's not bad. Really, it isn't. But yeah, I think this is one of the listenable like UK only releases, because even listenable's in the UK and they did a few of these, but you can tell the difference because on the listenable logo, you have that logo, and I think this one was more available. I think I got one off Hells. I think I got this one off Hells too, but with that logo, that was like the UK only. Because I went to Listenable's website trying to place an order, but you just can't. I think you could do like trade and stuff, but like if you just 1 CD please, they were like nah. And it was like that for a few of these, so that's why I was glad Hell's got them. Next is Shadows in the Light. This also has the bonus tracks from the Hope and Horror EP. Because technically I'm missing that, sort of. It's on here, so I'm not missing it song-wise, but physically, you know, mixed within the collection-wise, yeah, it's not there. But I do have it. It's just, it's on here. Because I know there's going to be some guy in the comments, hey, you don't have everything, you're missing this AP. No. I think, okay, yeah. Next up, Majesty and Decay. I really love this one. I mean, they're all really good, but this album's concept is, you know, about kingdoms and how they fall, how they crumble. Not even just kingdoms, it's just societies in the whole. And man, this album really drives that point. Even with the opening, the title track, Majesty and Decay, opening to the song, it sounds like in a industrial, like, factory almost, but it collapses within the song, you know. And the drumming is just, who did drums on this album? Does it tell me? Hold on, flip through the booklet. If you haven't noticed, these videos are pretty much one take. Shoot, I'm just seeing song titles. Where's the credits? Oh, here we go. Steve Shartley. I'm probably butchering that. Sorry, Steve. Incredible drumming on this album. Just incredible drumming. Really on all of them. They've never, like, it's just, they're perfect. The band itself, Immolation, is perfect. Not one bad song, not one bad album. But it just really sticks out. Because some of them have different mixings, you know. One album's more known for riffs, others more known, you know, for vocals, drum, whatever. You know, it's all good. But yeah, I just, yeah. Next up is Providence EP. Got this off their website. It's also where I got the Immolation shirts from. I got a Dawn Possession shirt from the show, and then the other two shirts, Here and After, the Unsung Tour. I know J-Dog wants that. It's on their website. Go to immolation.com, 2XL right there. You can buy it. That's where I got it from. I remember he was talking about that in like a video years ago at this point, like 2 years. That's how you get it. So yeah, flock to his comments on this video saying, "Hey J-Dog, we know where to get it." But yeah, I got that for $10, Providence TP, off Immolation's website. I think they ran out. They're not selling them anymore, but that was a steal for sure. See, next up is Kingdom of Conspiracy. This is a good album too. But see, this one is Icarus Music. Most of them have been Listenable or Metal Blade. This one's Icarus. But I think this is Nuclear Blast, like Nuclear Blast coded it, because there is a credit for Nuclear. And I think the last two have been on Nuclear. I don't know. I'm not a label expert. And then, yeah, we have Atonement, which is very good as well. This one's on Nuclear Blast. And then last up, Acts of God. Very good. Yeah, all that stuff. I mean, see, when I saw them, I think they were mainly touring Acts and Province, but, I mean, it's just, for a legacy death metal band, and their most recent album doesn't suck ass, that is rare. That is rare. And the fact that Immolation, in my eyes, has never failed, that's really rare. I mean, how many bands have done that? The only one I can think of is Cannibal Corpse, but Cannibal Corpse isn't as consistent as Immolation. Cannibal Corpse doesn't have a bad album, but there's definitely, like, the Chaos Horrific, it sounds like Cannibal, it's got some good riffs, but it's not as good as Acts of God in comparison. It's still okay, but I would put Immolation over it because it was a more consistent album. But I can't think of many bands that are like that. But that's enough about Immolation. I mean, it's 12 minutes in. It's not been Immolation. Okay, now we have everything else. Starting off with a signed CD. I didn't know where to put this band. They're a little bit everywhere. I threw them here, but this is definitely the wrong spot, I'm sure. But this is Worm for Everglade. Signed by their first tour. I got the two real guys signature, but I didn't know it at the time, but there were fill-in members, so they did sign this as well. So, you know, it's just that current lineup signature. I love this band. I love Worm. They're so original. You know, the death, doom, atmospheric, black metal. On my poster there, it was from their first album. It says Floridian Funeral Doom, but with their newest song that just came out, it's screaming like dissection and definitely odium, Sad Realm of the Stars. That's a black metal CD I need to get. But yeah, I just put them here. It's probably not the right spot. Next up is also another Worm one. This is Blue Nothing. In this one, like I said, they're really getting into more of that odium style with this release, but with the full length that's coming out, I can't wait for that to come out. Normally I don't care for new stuff, but that I'm interested in. That one definitely has even harder, deeper dive into that, but that stuff's great. So yeah, probably not the right video to put it in, but I had to put it in somewhere. I do have some CDs I forgot to put in other videos, so I might make a video, because I'm really trying to show everything, because you guys seem to like that. I would like to discuss more things metal, but it didn't seem, no one liked that metal rant video, man. It's not, what's up with that? I thought y'all like to talk. Whatever. I'll come up with other video ideas, but keeping it going. Skeletal Remains, this signed by everybody. What is this? The Entombment of Chaos? Pretty good. I think I've given it like 1 or 2 listens. I think I discovered them with a single off this back when it came out, but I saw them live recently, and all the band guys were there, so I was like, hey, sign the CD, and they're like, sure. They even had their own marker. I didn't have to bring one. I mean, usually I bring one, but they pulled out the gold one, so I was like, all right. Keeping it going, another newer band. Sadly, they split apart earlier last year, or was it earlier this year, last year? Because they're in Corpus Awful now, which I don't own, but that was a good release that came out this year. If you don't know what I'm talking about Cerebral Rot. This is their first album. This is some very good stuff. It's from 20 Buck Spin. 20 Buck Spin never fails. They're a consistent label. All their stuff's good. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Reeking Septic Mass was the first song I ever heard. And I was like, damn. Yeah, it's a mixture of like Autopsy meets shit, I don't know. I mean, it's not a direct copy of Autopsy, but it's just so damn original. I got nothing to compare it to. Ain't nothing sound like it. But yeah, I can go on about that band as well, but we're gonna keep going. Got a newer album by an older band. This is Morbid Angel with Kingdoms of Disdain. This is one of the first Morbid songs I heard. Now, I heard some Morbid Angel, like a few songs. Like I know I heard Sacred Reich, but I remember hearing like Dead, Gardens of Distance, Puzzle, the first 3 tracks off here. And I remember liking them too. Then I got more into Morbid, and I learned more. Oh, this isn't a fully original lineup, and this, and that. But I found this at a record store recently for like a couple bucks, and this album's worth a couple bucks. It for a comeback album. I know it's not complete original members, but at least I'm pretty sure it isn't. But it's still pretty good, and if you can find it for a few dollars, it's worth a few dollars. I mean, it still gets the bass going. There's double kick on there. It's pretty good riffs. Vocals are still death metal vocals, so I mean, But something more original here. We have, I believe, a original copy of Covenant. I would like more Morbid Angel. I just haven't found it. Simply put, there's a lot of stuff that I should have that I don't have because I just haven't found it. I know of a lot of stuff. I do. You got to find it and you got to buy it. And, it's not that simple. Especially because I try to keep it on CD. I do like vinyl, but CD is number one. And, sometimes you find stuff, like, for example, I love this band called Cenotaph. And not the brutal Turkish band. This is Cenotaph from Mexico, I think. Their first album was The Gloomy Reflection of Our Hidden Sorrows. Perfect. 10 out of 10 album. I need it now. Can't find it on CD. I just can't. It hasn't been repressed in a long time. And original Mexico pressings go for like $300. It's a really good album, but I don't know if I can justify shelling out $300. So, I guess I'm just a loser. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, keeping it going, we got some underground, the 92, I believe. Morpheus Descends, Ritual of Infinity. This is some good stuff. I know Jimmy the Block likes this album a lot too. He was saying there were some early slams on here, and I didn't really think about it, but I did give it a listen again recently, and I can kind of hear where he's coming from. But yeah, this album's all killer, no filler. It is really good. I mean, look at them dudes. But yeah, I got more by them too. I have an EP. Now this EP is definitely that's straight up death metal. This EP gets a little more experimental, a little more doomy. Still very good though. But this is of course Morpheus Descends. This is, what is this called? The Chronicles of the Shadowed Ones. It's just 5 tracks. Dark Descent put this out recently. I wish there was artwork. There might be. I don't know. But it's just the logo. But this is also really good. I love Morpheus Descends. Not enough people talk about them. But let's just continue to train them. Not talked about death metal. Next up's Oppressor. I love Oppressor. I've been a huge fan for years. One of their songs off here, Seasons. I heard that in like when I was like in 10th grade. I was like, holy shit! And I finally found a copy. This copy, I think, 2 years ago, and it's so good. You want an original death metal, original riffs, not copying nobody. Doesn't sound like anything else. Oppressor, Solstice of Oppression. That is what you need. 100% what you need. I could go on and on about this album. I mean, look at them dudes. Anyway, I could talk forever. Next up, we have a newer band. This is Phobophilic. Pretty sure I didn't show this off in the first video, but I'm kind of skeptical. I might have. This is Enveloping an Absurdity. I saw them live with the Death to All tour. I'm so glad I got to see them live. I found a CD at a record shop. I've been a fan since it came out. I was able to get lead singer's signature there and his partial thumbprint because it kind of smudged. I couldn't find the other band members though. The venue was kind of the venue. They're spotty at meeting people. You know, sometimes we'll be at the merch, but it might just be one guy, and the rest of them just, I don't know where they at. They just disappear. Wait in the back of the bus. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Next up, we got some iconic stuff here. We all know this. Incan, Onward, Golgotha. I don't need to say much about this. Y'all know it. It's the Incan. I really do enjoy Onward to Golgotha. I think it's a great sound. It's heavy shit. But it's not my favorite release. My favorite release actually is Diabolical Conquest. It's so good. Just the opening track is great, as well as the last track, Onto Infinite Twilight. It's like 17 minutes, and it's brutal, it's fast, it's slow, it's all of it in one. I love it. And last up for the Incan, I found this in the wild. This is the first Incantation CD I found in the wild. What is this called? Rotting Spiritual Embodiment. It is a live album, but it sounds good. Most live is garbage, but this actually sounds good. And it's got most of Onward to Golgotha, and I think a few songs from Mortal Throne Nazarene, because I think this was recorded in 92 or 93, somewhere like that. But yeah, it has really good sound, and if you find it for a couple bucks like I did, it's worth it. It's worth it. But yeah, this was a rotting spiritual environment. Next up, we got a band I saw earlier this year. Well, sort of. Not actually. No, I didn't. I mean, I did, but it was a cover band because the lead singer dropped out. That's Malevolent Creation. This is an original. I found it in the wild for like $6 because it's water damaged. It's all wavy. Some jackass in 2000 spilled his water over it or something like that. When did this come out? Like 96, I think? 97? I want to own more Malevolent Creation, but so far this is all I found. But In Cold Blood is still really good. I mean, it is a crushing album. I love it. Definitely, if you haven't heard it, give it a listen. It is worthwhile. But yeah, one of the few originals I find in the wild. I like some people like I said, Jimmy from the Block. He's got so many originals that's crazy. And then of course people who've been in the game for a long time, they have so many originals they don't even think about it. Like you know, Justin Horville, you know, J-Dog. I mean, everything he's got's original. He doesn't even think about it. But here, I try to get originals, but they're expensive. Sometimes I find them out in the wild, but most of the time I buy reissues off websites because that's the only consistent way I can get good death metal in my collection. And like now, you know, and for affordable price. Because we got another gem right here. This is an underground, underrated. You need to know this. This is Polluted Inheritance with Egocide. This have a very unique drum sound. This is off. This is a Vic Records repress, but yeah, Faces Eaten. Some great tracks off here. Title track as well. There are bonus tracks on here. I'm not sure. Oh, it's from a demo. Okay. But yeah, very original underground death metal. Polluted Inheritance. I can't believe I didn't show this in the first video. I really should have, because this was one of my first wild finds. It's not an original, it's a repress, but still. No one knows this band. Everyone should know it. J-Dog does know it, but he sleeps on it. He forgot about it. It's in that category. And he's so wrong about it. I've talked to bands that I thought sounded similar to this, and they're like, huh? What? I never heard of that band. And I'm like, how are you in a death metal band, and you don't, like, you sound like this band, but yet you don't know them? That's really weird. But I suppose this band has inspiration from Incan. I can't confirm that, because it did come out in 92. So maybe they were just in the same studio. I'm not an expert. This is put out by Peaceful Records. This is Accidental Suicide with Deceased. Holy shit, I love this album. This is peak death doom, death metal. It is so good, so underground, so underrated. Perfection is what it is. I will not get any hate for this. I'm trying to think. Someone did a patch of this. It was Patches of the Mutilated, I think. I could be wrong. I think it was Patches of the Mutilated. But yeah, they put out this on a patch. And I was like, that's awesome. Because, like, no one knows this. And it's so good. And it's crazy. Because, like, I have another CD in here. I saw them live. They opened up for Mortar Scold. I was like, dude, you guys sound like this. And he was like, huh? We don't know that. They pointed me to, what was it, the bassist or guitarist? Because he was like, the guy. I mean, the whole band knows death metal. But that guy specifically, he knows it all. He didn't know this, even though his band sounds like this. And it's crazy. I don't know how we get there. Anyway, I'm going to show you something new. I saw these guys earlier this year. They put on a local show. Pretty good stuff. Dying Remains with Merciless Suffering. Like I said, newer stuff. Not bad. I saw them live earlier. It is a maggot band, but I don't know. They weren't bad. So yeah, it's Dying Remains. Oh, here we go. This is the band I was talking about. They're called Methaphobic, I believe. Now this album is actually really good, but these guys sound like Incantation and Accidental Suicide. If they had a baby, this is what you get. And this is very good, but no one in this band, even though they sound like this band, no one in this band knew about this band. And I'm like, how? How does that happen? How? Let's see if there's a band photo in here. I'm not sure. Okay, it just gives me the names. So I'm not sure who it was exactly that I spoke to. But, yeah, I don't understand it. But this is good, though. This is, Methaphobic, Deranged Executions. I think I'm saying that right. I believe this came out earlier this year. It's off... What label is this off of? Everlasting Spew. That's who put it out. But yeah, I thought they were pretty good. Next up, we got a demo here. This is one of my favorite newer bands from Italy. Glorifying Horror. Tenebro. This is their demo. I can't read that because it's Italian. But it's Tenebro. Tenebro. I believe it's pronounced Tenebro. But this is their demo, and it's pretty damn good. Cannibalismo Sanguiguero. I don't know. That's what the back looks like. I have quite a few. I'm looking for their new album and their last album, but I have some of their stuff. This is their Tenebro and Mortuary Ghoul split. This is from Dismal Fate. This split is really good. This is the Della Morte split. It says Della Morte. It's probably out of focus, but yeah, this is Tenebro and Mortuary Ghoul. So if you can't spell any of that stuff, go to Mortuary Ghoul. This should be there, and then click on them from there. But yeah, I love Tenebro. They're so good. Please play a show in the States if any of you in the band are seeing it. I'd love to see it. We have their first full length here as well. This is Tenebro. Like I said, I can't pronunciate that because it's Italian, but yeah, this is also very good. This is Extreme Music that put out that. Keeping it going, talking about them earlier. Here they are now. More to Scold, Dying Remains. Found this at a record store. I just saw the album cover. I saw people on Reddit talking about this, so I picked it up at a record store. Loved it. And then they, of course, they played a show here earlier this year. Got to see him live. Only one original member. He did sign the CD though. So even though it was just one guy, it was a hell of a good show. And I love seeing 90s bands. Next up, more underground. This is at least there are 2 EPs put together. I think they have a few demos as well. This is Sadistic Intent, Resurrections of the Ancient Black Earth. Oh, it's so good! So good! Very good! Love Sadistic Intent. Yeah, this is an Iron Pegasus repress, whatever. This has both of their EPs on there. Buy this, because these separately, Resurrection and Age of Black Earth, go for $100 or more on Discogs separately, because there's only original presses. I believe, as far as I know, there could be a few represses, but this has got both of them on there, and it's like $10. I got off like Hell's Headbangers. Get this, get it now. Keeping it going, another newer band. I can't pronunciate their name. It starts with a T, but this is Beating the Drums of an Ancestral Force. Like I said, I don't know how to say their name. It's Tizampantili. That's not at all what it is. I'm almost sure of it. But this is from 20 Bucks Spin. This was my favorite album of the year for 2024. So good. So heavy. I believe it's dedicated to all the tribes. I have some vinyl as well. I showed that. And yeah, I mean, just such a good album. Keep it going. Got some more old school. Got Unleashed here. Shadows in the Deep. I need to get more by Unleashed, but this is all I've found. But title track's pretty catchy. And yeah, this album's alright for what it is. So, keep it going. Another underground. I know, I've been saying it a lot, but this is what my collection is all about. Let's see. This is called Necrophiliac. This album is so good. What is this called? Caopula Citadel Mirrors. Opening track, Gore Fruit Treasure, but whatever that means, is very good. And Necrotic Necrosis. I mean, this album is so good. Image Control in the Biosphere of Unreal. Thank you, Extreme Music, for putting this stuff out. But yeah, this is Necrophiliac. Citadel of Mirrors. It is so good. Love this album. People need to talk about this. It's more just underground, underrated, old school death metal. Everyone knows this one. Cause of Death. Next. Everyone knows it. Underground, old school, death, doomy, experimental, but still decently good death metal. Prophecy of Doom. This is the Acknowledge the Confusion Master. I guess that's this guy. put out by Peaceville. I love Peaceville. Anything Peaceville puts out, I'm interested. If I am looking through CDs and I see Peaceville, I just buy it. That's what I did with this. It said Peaceville. I bought it. I didn't even look it up. I didn't even know what the band was. I just saw Peaceville, and I bought it. That's all I need to know. Peaceville. All right. I know it's going to be good. They never let me down. Keeping it going, we got another classic here, Pestilence. What is this? Testimony of the Ancients? I'm sure y'all know this. It's a very good album. I don't have the Ants album. Looked for it. This is another one that J-Dog doesn't like, if I recall. But I think he was just trying to be different. Like, oh, ha, ha. I don't like something everyone else likes. Ha, look at me, I'm so cool. But, yeah, you know, just gonna keep it going. We got another newer-ish band. This is Unagang. Found this out in the wild. This is Dodin Liger Ale Sar. I butchered that because I don't speak German or whatever. Or these guys are these guys from Germany? Somewhere around there. This is a Dark Descent. I think that's the label they're on. But it's Unagang. You know, Undergang. It's Undergang in English, but it's pronounced Unagang. But yeah, this is pretty good. Keeping it going. Another newer band. I've seen these guys twice. They're not bad. This is Morbid Visions with a Z. I had their flag up recently. They had it for like $10 when I saw them, and I was like, I like flags, so for $10, whatever. The CD is also $10, but yeah, this is their EP. It's the only thing they have out. They might have a few extra tracks, but only thing on CD is this EP. It's off Maggot, but what is this called? Cycle of Celestation, yeah. It's got Wicked Hymn, Bloodscape, Paid by Sacrifice, and Dismal Harvest. Keeping it going. This isn't fully death metal, but I didn't really know where to put it, and I only got it recently, so I couldn't put it in previous videos because you can't. Well, I could have re-edited. I'm not editing. Anyway, I'm just gonna throw it in here. This is Destructor with a K from Australia, I believe. This is their newest album. Hell's repressed it. Hells is not repressing the earlier stuff on the CD, which I don't know why. That's the dumbest thing I've heard. Because J-Dog wants to put it out on vinyl, and they put it on digital release on their website, and he's like, I'm not gonna put it on CD. He's like, man, are you retarded? Like, what? Are you stupid? Put it on CD. This is on CD. This is a new album. Put the old stuff that you want to release, because we want it too. Put it on CD, you idiot. You're like, is he stupid? Why is he not? I don't know. Anyway, Destructor, very good band. It's like death thrash, if that's even accurate. I'm not an expert here, but that's what it reminds me of. Keeping it going, OG First Press, underground, old school death metal, Resurrection, Embalmed Existence. This album is great. It's so good. Jimmy from the Block also said this had some slams on it. Because I saw one of his videos recently. And I was like, you know what? He's not wrong. But this is just pummeling death metal. This is an original, though. Oh, I love this album so much. This was one of those songs I heard years ago in 10th grade. And I was like, holy shit. I need this. Finally got it. It has a cover of War Machine on here. I don't know why they covered War Machine. It's okay, but 6 Feet Under also covered War Machine, and I really don't know why he did that. We did not need that. I do like 6 Feet Under, but I don't like Chris Barnes covering War Machine. It is a good Kiss song. It just does not need to be covered by a death metal band. But yeah, these guys are off Nuclear Blast. Look at that old Nuclear Blast logo. Yeah, Embalmed Existence, I love this album. Music to mingle your mind. It does have intros to every song, and it's like some crazy guy. And that's why a lot of people don't like this album, like at least 40% from what I was seeing. I went to Discog, or not Discogs, but Metal Archives, just to learn more about it, and it was like at 60%. What the fuck's wrong with you people? That's what makes it unique. I don't know any other album that does that. That's awesome. That's cool. And I looked at one of the reviews. Oh, this album is good, but there's no bass. Wrong. I can't skip. I don't like that. I can't skip. Like, get out of here, nerd. You're just a nerd. You're like, we hate you. Keeping it going though. This is more of the death grindy, but once again, can't edit videos. Got it recently. This is Hideous Mangulus. All Your Friends Are Dead. Once again, put out by Hell's Headbangers. I'm giving it a few listens. This is very unique. It's good. It's kind of like I said, it's the death grindy stuff. It's got Nosferatu on there. And then it's got, you know, the Obi strip, and it's got him copying Iron Maiden, but it's Nosferatu. And then when you open it on here, it's Tony Hawk. I'm gonna be honest, this artwork is kind of stupid. This is not scream metal, and Hell's Headbangers is all about that. Oh yeah, it screams metal. I'm sorry, Nosferatu skateboarding does not scream metal. It's goofy, it's funny, but it ain't metal. But I still do like this release. I do think it's pretty cool, pretty fun. But yeah, I just wanted to shit on J-Dog a little bit, because he's all about, oh, it's gotta be metal, it's gotta be rough and tough. Ain't nothing rough and tough about Nosferatu skateboarding. It's funny, it's cool, but it's not extreme, it's not gory. It's just a vampire skateboard. Anyway, once again, kind of on the grindy side of things here. This, not as grindy as the earlier stuff, though, so that's kind of why I put it here. It's very, I mean, I wouldn't say it's very toned down, but, you know, it's just not, it's in a weird spot. It's still a really good album, though. Let's Impetigo with Horror of Zombies, right? Well, yeah, Horror of Zombies. I love this album. It's great. The Manchester Morgue, or Breakfast at the Manchester Morgue, is a great track. Street Cleaner. I love that intro. I quote it all the time. Probably shouldn't. Boneyard's a great opening track. Cannibal Lust is fun. Yeah, I don't know. It is just a really, really good, fun death grind, death metal album. I love Impetigo. I need more by them, but that's all I have. Keeping it going here. We got, this was a long box. Put out Distant Tapes earlier this year. This is Impaled. I'm going to read this the correct way. This is The Dead Shall Remain Dead. Not The Dead Shall Dead Remain, because that's not a proper sentence. That does not make sense. Clearly they typoed it and just went with it, which they should not have done. This clearly should be The Dead Shall Remain Dead, because that makes sense. That is proper English. That is proper grammar. The dead shall remain, or sorry, the dead shall dead remain does not make no sense. And you sound stupid when you quote it. Oh, this says music in a jugular vein. I just noticed that. I've only had this for a little bit. I played it a few times. But, yeah. This is the Dissonant Tapes long box. It just came with the CD in the long box. No pins, no patches, no stickers, no little poster. So, but, oh well. I'll still take it. It's still a great, fun album. Very good. Tokar is a really well-written song. Just great riffs all around. But yeah, keeping it going. Infestor. This is their demo, Darkness Unveiled. I do want To the Depths of Degradation. I just can't find a copy. Original copies are like $200+. I don't have that kind of money. But this demo is not bad. And it was like $10. So yeah. Darkness Unveiled. Yeah, you want to keep an eye out for it. Next up we got The Slaughter, The Nun Slaughter. This is a newer album. What is this? Red is the Color of Ripping Death. Still very good though. I enjoy a lot of Nun Slaughter. And this color disc, it's like blackish red. It looks pretty black on camera, but There's a slight red hue to it, like in the reflection of the disc. I don't know what you want to call that, but yeah. I mean, it's Nunslaughter. Keeping it up. I didn't know where to put this band. They're all around the place, but very good. They're very, like, they're an 80s band, so they're very primordial, but I just thought I'd throw them here because they're close to it, but I wouldn't say they're on the nose. I mean, they don't sound like Cannibal. But this is Sadistic Execution. It's from Australia as well. I love Australia. They have great music. Of course, these guys can't spell, but maybe they did that on purpose. They probably did. Sound cool. But yeah, that's definitely not how you spell Sadistic Execution. Well, this is the Magnus, and I love this album. It is so good. So it's just awesome. That's the best way to describe it. It's just awesome metal. But yeah, I just threw it in here. Keeping it going. Kind of artsy-fartsy stuff. They become like an orchestral choir band. But not in this release. But the last release pretty much was. I mean, and even in their halfway through releases, like early 2000s, they made like choir metal. But this was before that. And this is what I'm talking about. This is Therion. I really, really love Therion. I think they're great. For the earlier stuff and mid-2000s stuff. The later stuff, But this is Beyond Sanctorium. This is really good underground, underrated death metal. Doomy elements, longer songs, but it's well written. It's very good. There isn't any choir on here. This is a Hammerheart Records repress, so yeah. Keeping it going. Something kind of brutal, I think. I've only listened to it once or twice, but I got it for really cheap. I just recognized the Willow Tip record, so I knew it was metal. And I have listened to it. I do remember liking it. But this is a Sarpathogenic, expanding towards collapsed lungs. I think it was more brutal. It's been forever since I played this, but I found it for really cheap, just out of nowhere. And it wasn't bad for what it was. It actually really wasn't bad. And it was put up by Willow Tip, and Willow Tip does have some pretty underground death metal on there. And they cover Night's Blood by Dissection on here. And it's not a bad cover. I mean, it's not, oh my gosh, it's like Jimi Hendrix when he covered All Along the Watchtower, or when Death covered Painkiller. But it's still not a bad cover. It's notable. It's definitely better than other covers. I'd take that over 6 Feet Under's War Machine. I would. Keeping it going, more artsy-fartsy. Opeth. This is my favorite album. This is Ghost Reveries. It's Opeth. If you know it, you know it. If you hate it, you hate it. It is what it is. But I'm just going to leave it at that. Keeping it going. Vital Remains. This is Icons of Evil. The first time I heard this band was from this album. And it was, what song was it? It was title track, yeah, Icons of Evil. Blew me away. It's a non-stop shred fest. It's like 8 minutes of shredding, just brutal. You know, you got, Glenn Benton's vocals. It's just insane. Just insane. Look at him. I mean, it's relentless. It's fast. It's heavy. It's shreddy. It's evil. It's satanic. It's got Glenn Benton's just perfect vocals for death metal, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Keeping it going. This might be an hour. I'll try and keep them shorter than an hour, but like I said, I didn't want to split it into a whole lot of parts, so I figured 2 parts was good. This is Void Ceremony. This came out in 23, I think. This is a pretty solid album. This is Threads of Unknowing. This is a $20 spin. You know, it's more doomy and whatever, but it's still got its own originality to it. It's not for everyone, but it is pretty good. It's been a while since I played it. Okay, that was the last jewel case. Going on the digis. I know I saved digis for last. There's not a whole lot this time, so we're keeping it going. Nunslaughter Goat. It's a classic. I mean, that's probably their best album, in my opinion. That might be the poser opinion, but that's my opinion. This band is not normally a death metal band, but I'd say this is a death metal album. This is Napalm Death with Fear, Darkness, and Despair. I really enjoy this one. People don't talk about it as much, but the song Hung. What else is on here? There's a couple other songs. Was it Throwaway, or was that an outro track? I can't remember. It's been a while since I played this. Fasting on Deception, that was a pretty good one. Plague Rags. More Than Meets the Eye. That's pretty catchy. But yeah, really love this. And yeah, a lot of people go for that other album with Suffer the Children on it, which is also pretty good. But I don't know, not enough people talk about that one. And it sounds a lot like death metal to me. Maybe that's not correct. I do know they're more of a... I did see them earlier this year. But yeah, I'm going to keep it going. Circling back to Mortal Scold. This is their demo. Picked this up at the show. This is Prolong the Agony. It's got 3 bonus tracks. Woo! And from an unreleased demo. It just says, unreleased rehearsal track, sorry. But yeah, this is their demo. It's pretty good. It's Mortal Scold. Next up, we got the goddamn Bog. I might get rid of this copy. This is, Tortured Whole. You see, I tried getting Devin to sign it, but at the venue we were at, he said I didn't have a marker on me, but there was one at. No, I did have a marker on me, but he said he would sign everything at the merch stand. So I go down on the merch stand, the other guys are there, and I start talking to them, and I pull out the CD and marker and stuff. But I was talking about Devin, but then they just snatched it out of my hands. I didn't ask him to sign it. I was talking to one of the guys who said he recorded. He's not on this album, but he did record riffs on this album. They're still their current guitarist. But, he just signs it. And then the other guy who's, brand new, who definitely was not on this album, I think it's this Ben guy who just wrote Ben, he just snatches it out of his hand and signs it. And it's like, dude, I didn't want your signature. I'm not even trying to be, a dick about it. It's just like, dude, what are you doing? And I just, that really annoyed me. So, yeah, I'm probably going to get rid of this copy and just see if there's a jewel case one. But, yeah, Zangazuga Bog. Now, a signed Digi that I wanted signed. Also, once again, Skeletal Remains. Showed them earlier. This is their first album. This album's pretty good. Was Beyond the Flesh. Yeah. It's even got a cover from Gorguts with a Discarnated. And then it has a 2011 demo on there as well as bonus tracks. But yeah, I enjoyed this one a lot. I played it a lot after the show. Next up, more underrated. These guys are from Brazil. Christian Black Force Domain. Love this album. This is the Digibook from Hells. They're kind of cool, but I don't know how I feel about Digibooks. But, I mean, it's so good. Just Christian Black Force Domain. So incredibly good. This is either their first or second album. I can't remember. But, I mean, yeah, it's Christian, man. They really write their own style of death metal, and it is very good. It is very pummeling, and it is just so good. Not a lot of people know this band. I almost never see people wearing shirts of it, These guys are awesome. I did meet a guy who did have an original Black Force Domain shirt. He saw them. And he had an original, and I was like, sick. Keeping it going. This is a little more well known. It's got the Swedish sound. This is Carnage, Dark Recollections. It's a shitty earache repress. We all know I hate those, but it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, it's Carnage, Dark Recollections. This stuff hits like a truck. I love it. Especially the demo that's on here. It sounds really good. But yeah, I mean, it's death metal at its finest. Carnage, Dark Recollections. Next up, second to last here. Everyone knows this. J-Dog hates the cover because he's stupid. The movie this is based upon is really good. And that is Massacre from Beyond. This was one of the first death metal releases I heard that wasn't Cannibal Corpse. Blew my socks off. I love this album. I know it like the back of my hand. Hey! You know? I'm gonna take you down into the depths. I just... Oh... Love this album so much. And it's got bonus tracks. It's got the Inhumane Condition. So good. But everyone knows it. And that's for a good dang reason. Because it's the best. And to end this video off, I'm ending it off with the Twinkie Mold. This is their only good album. Everything else is just not noteworthy, but this is noteworthy. I discovered this actually in Cyberpunk. It's in their game soundtrack. But yeah, Planetary Clairvoyance. I do really like this album. I do think it's really good. But I think it's, to be honest, their only good release. And I know that might be a bit controversial. Probably not. I did see them live, and it was kind of disappointing. Like, it wasn't the worst band I ever saw live, but they don't play Beg for Life because the guy doesn't want to bring an acoustic. You don't even need an acoustic to play an acoustic part. There's guitars that can have a switch on them. There's amps, plugins, shit like that. Or you can just skip that part. Plenty of bands skip their acoustic parts and just don't play that part. They could have done that. But no, they didn't want to. But, yeah, you know, I ended up on 2 Mold, I know. Anyway, this video is 57 minutes. Okay. I'm going to end it there. If you watched this long, you're a real one. If you didn't, I don't blame you. But, yeah. Stay brutal. Stay brutal.